There's a power beyond any of our comprehension.
Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, where today I'm having a look at the much maligned Fountain of Youth, which is currently streaming on Apple TV, stars John Krasinski, Natalie Portman, Domhnall, Gleeson, and is directed by Guy Ritchie. So let's dive in and find out what the fuss is about.
And which genius will explain to me why I'm here?
Keep the cat in the bag until I release it. Yeah? Great.
We're looking for the Fountain of Youth.
Oh, please, no.
What did I just say about the cat?
So Fountain of Youth is a boy's own adventure written by James Vanderbilt. The name may be familiar to some because he was the writer behind David Fincher's Zodiac in 2007. He's also had a hand in Murder Mystery and Murder Mystery 2, which is Adam Sandler, and he had a hand in the Amazing Spider-Man elements of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man era. So diving into Fountain of Youth, we've got John Krasinski and Natalie Portman playing brother and sister Luke and Charlotte Perdue. For various reasons, they become entwined in going off in some sort of foolhardy adventure looking for a thing called the Fountain of Youth, which, to be fair, is never entirely explained. Domhnall Gleeson plays some sort of foppish, conceited billionaire tycoon with some sort of terminal disease, and that's why he needs this miracle elixir. Above and beyond that, there's not a lot else going on, to be honest. But let's dig a little bit deeper and just find out how shallow Fountain of Youth really is. So the best thing you can say about this Apple original Skydance collaboration is that the production values are extremely high. There's polish, it's globe-trotting, goes between London to Cairo to various other parts of the world, and it is truly cosmopolitan. But the problem is there's so little story there, and what you have seen, it's full of tropes, it's full of conventions. Possibly the best thing about it is Natalie Portman, who manages to sort of salvage some sort of character development from the vestiges of the movie, whereas John Krasinski, even though he's done Jack Ryan and he's well versed in action adventure stuff, just seems a little bit either indifferent or just, I don't know, not particularly interested, which is a huge shame. Domhnall Gleeson is literally just a token bad guy who's not really that bad, and ultimately the stakes never feel that high because ultimately the threat's never completely explained, and that's the problem. Guy Ritchie seems to be phoning it in, which is a real disappointment because he has flair, he's got invention. He has trademark stuff that he can do and that fans tune in for. And you just look at the gentleman, look at anything in his back catalogue apart from maybe Rock and Roller, and you are in for a good time. But with Fountain of Youth, it just seems devoid of all personality and incredibly flat. So on that note, I'm diving into my rating. Let's do that. So I'm going to be giving Fountain of Youth a 3 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale. Why? Because it's distinctly average, it's quite pedestrian, there's minimal character development. It should be so much better than it is considering the casts that are involved, and that is why it's getting the score. That and the fact that there's, it goes around the world, it's got all this potential, and it simply doesn't deliver anything new, exciting. It doesn't really seem that interested in its own premise. So on that note, I'm diving into my trailer. Let's do that.
So you really think you're gonna find a magic pool of water at the end of this?
I don't know, but I think you want to find it.
And so it is, you've reached the end of the video review for Fountain of Youth, which is currently streaming on Apple TV and it's directed by Guy Ritchie, stars John Krasinski, Natalie Portman and Domhnall Gleeson. This is the bit where I go, if you've liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can always just drop a comment in the comment box below and I will respond. And finally, just subscribe so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos literally into your lap, you'll get a little notification and you can pop in and watch or listen to as much or as little as you'd like and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel, maybe pop over to the Patreon page. Take care. Cheers now.